Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, I'm Khoirul Anam. I'm a postgraduate student in English Language Education, Universitas Muhammadiyah Malang. In this video, I'm going to talk about the Tree of ESP and Type of ESP. This presentation is a part of the course, The Teaching of ESP under supervision of Associate Professor Dr. Sutir M. Home. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, this is the picture of the Tree of ESP by Hutchinson and Waters, 1987. This tree shows us the roots of language teaching are learning and communication. The trunk is English language teaching (ELT). The main branches then split into English as mother tongue (EMT), English as a foreign language (EFL), English as a second language (ESL), General English (GE), English for specific purposes (ESP). ESP is further divided into English for academic purposes (EAP), English for occupational purposes (ELP), and ELP branches include: first, English for science and technology (EST), English for medical purposes, English for business and economic (EB), English for social sciences (ESS). Then, ELP branches include English for technician, English for economics, English for secretaries, English for psychology, English for teaching. This is the picture of ESP classification by professional area from Dudley, Evans, and John, 1998. According to the picture, ESP is divided into two main branches. First, English for academic purposes (EAP). The second, English for occupational purposes (ELP). Each branch is further subdivided. EAP is divided into English for science and technology (EST), English for medical purposes (EMT), English for legal purposes (ELP), English for management, finance, and economic. Then ELP is divided into English for professional purposes and English for vocational purposes. These categories can be further broken down into more specific fields or disciplines. This model helps in understanding the various applications of ESP and in designing targeted language courses for specific academic or professional needs. Therefore, the analogy of the Tree of ESP can be concluded as follows. First, ESP is one of the branches of ELT. The second one, ESP is mainly classified into English for academic purposes (EAP) and English for occupational purposes (ELP). The next one, or the last three main categories of ESP based on learner specialism are English for science and technology (EST), English for business and economic (EB), and English for social sciences (ESS). There are some types of ESP which consist of English as a restricted language, English with specific topics, and English for academic and occupational purposes. The first is English as a restricted language or ERL. This type of ESP involves using a limited vocabulary and simplified grammatical structures to communicate in specialized fields or situations. This approach is designed to facilitate clear and unambiguous communication, particularly in technical or safety-critical environments. Key features of English as restricted language include limited vocabulary. It uses a careful selected set of words, simplified grammar, complex structures are avoided in favor of simpler, standardized phrases, reduced ambiguity. The restricted nature of the language aims to minimize misunderstandings. The last one, domain-specific focus, is tailored to the needs of particular industry or field. The example of ERL are air traffic control English, SeaSpeak, and waiters English. The next type of ESP is English with specific topic or EST. English for specific topic or subject is another type of English for specific purposes ESP. This course is focused on teaching and using English language skill related to particular academic or professional field. It is designed to help learners communicate effectively within their chosen area of study or work. Key aspects of English with specific topic include: first, specialized vocabulary. It emphasizes terms to a particular field. The second, relevant content, material or tailored to the specific subject area. Next, contextual language use. It teaches how English is used in real-world situations within the field. The next, targeted skill. It focuses on language skill most relevant to the specific topic or profession. And the last, authentic material often uses real text or scenarios from the field. Examples include English for scientists, English for business, These courses help learners master the language skill needed for their specific academic or professional context. The next is English for Academic EAP and Occupational Purposes ELP. The first is English for Academic Purposes EAP. EAP refers to the teaching of English with specific aim of helping learners to study, conduct research, or teach in English. It focuses on the language skill and communicative competence required in academic settings such as university, colleges, and research institutions. EAP courses cover a range of skills including academic writing, for example, essays, research paper, thesis, academic reading, journal article, textbook, and so on, listening to lectures and taking notes, particularly in seminars and discussion, giving academic presentation. The second is English for Occupational Purposes ELP. ELP focuses on the language needs of learners in work-related contexts. It aims to develop the communicative competence required for specific occupations or industries. ELP courses are tailored to the specific needs of the learners and the target workplace. Examples include, first, English for business, for example, meeting, negotiation, email writing. English for healthcare professionals, patient communication, medical terminology, and so on. English for the hospitality industry, customer service, reservation, and English for aviation, pilot control communication, safety procedures. Okay, so both EAP and EOP, are centered on the specific language needs of the learners in their target academic or occupational context. By focusing on relevant language skill and communicative competence, these ESP branches aim to enhance learner ability to function effectively in their chosen field. These are the trusted references of my presentation. Hopefully this video is useful for you all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you very much for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye-bye.